Daily Broadside, day 337. You ever notice how presidents really didn't start smiling in their pictures until around the time Herbert Hoover or Truman came around? Everybody just looks so angry and forlorn. And some of them look like they're just pissed at the world more so than others. John Quincy Adams, Zachary Taylor, Andrew Johnson. Of course, he sucked really bad, so maybe he was mad. Maybe he was mad at it. Hopefully he was mad at himself. McKinley, Harding and McKinley look like they're about to go out, rip a switch off a tree and whip your ass with it. I don't know why everybody's so angry. Maybe the lack of indoor plumbing and electricity for some of them was just too much to bear. They definitely didn't have the accoutrement of the modern presidents, Air Force One and Wi-Fi and all that stuff. But now you got presidents just cheesing for the camera. You can see Biden's teeth from space. It's crazy. And I love prime rib. Apparently there's some big place in New York that just closed after 70 years, and it looked very delectable. However, one thing I don't like is I don't like my prime rib just floating in like a ocean of au jus or whatever that juice is they put on there. It's just, they need to put the prime rib out on like a baking rack and just let it drain for a minute before they plate it, you know? Because everything else on the plate just turns into a river. Your prime rib looks like the RMS Mauritania, just Mauritania maybe, just floating on your plate, just a river of au jus. It's just too much. It's just too much jus. You know what I mean? And I always climb up into trees and touch baby birds when I see that they've just been hatched, because you know, if their mom and dad don't come back, it's just how it is. You got to learn. Life is tough. You got to build up some toughness, some independence, you know, early on, so that everything else that touches you, it doesn't really mess with you that bad. And last night I was having a conversation about, we were pricing body parts, and the idea came from, you know, you can get rider plans for, you know, dismemberment and all this stuff, and they price all the body parts at different. You know, if you lose your leg, it's a lot worse than losing an earlobe or something. And so we were sitting there talking back and forth, and I learned very quickly that the price of nipples is vastly different between men and women. They asked me, what about your nipples? I thought for a second, I'm like, $600. I said, you know, it's a month of gas. I'll swap my nipples for that. You know, I'll just go get them tattooed on. That'll look pretty cool on it. Probably not. But man, you get to a girl and they're like, they start at like $250,000, you know, and that's when they start thinking about what they would price to give up. And it's just vastly different there, the differences between men and women. And you can tell that from a number of things, not the least of which is the price and value of their nipples. Good day.